From NADA Used Car Guide at the J.D. Power Studios, this is your market update with Senior Commercial Trucks Analyst Chris Visser.
Preliminary April data points to more stable Class 8 selling prices in retail, wholesale, and auction channels. Seasonal improvements combined with increased demand spurred by lower price levels are the likely factors behind the moderation. In the auction channel, our benchmark group of the three highest volume sleeper tractors of model years 2011 to 2013 saw a substantial drop in volume in April. Pricing was mixed. Compared to March, there were 67% fewer of these trucks sold through the nation's two largest no-reserve auction houses. Pricing of our benchmark model dropped about 5% in this period. Results were mixed, with newer trucks performing better than older. The market stabilized a bit in April following a steep February to March decrease in pricing for 2013 examples of our benchmark truck. As for the 2012 model year, volume decreased substantially in April, but this has been the highest volume model year overall since the oversupply situation began in mid-2015. Pricing still suffers as a result. Trucks of model year 2011 look to have stabilized a bit as that age cohort has begun the downside of its trade cycle. As in the auction and wholesale channels, depreciation in the retail channel moderated going into the second quarter. Sleeper tractors 3 to 5 years of age lost about 3% of their value from February to March, and we estimate another similar loss from March to April. Trucks of the high volume 2013 to 2011 model years lost approximately 5% of their value from February to March, and we also predict a similar drop from March to April. Retail pricing continues to decrease, and perhaps as a result, buyers are entering the market at incrementally greater numbers. Looking at individual models, there was a move towards the average in March, with the exceptions of the Freightliner Cascadia and Volvo 730-780. In the case of the Cascadia, the influx of off-lease units appears to have peaked in December of 2015, and April's volume was notably low compared to recent months. As such, it is possible that this model is seeing a mild improvement based on moderating supply. As for the Volvo 730-780, this has not been a particularly high volume model, and retail pricing continues to reflect that positioning. The International ProStars average suffers for yet another month due to no 2014 models reported sold, so there are no 3-year-old models included in this month's average. Looking at retail sales volume, there is an incremental increase from February to March from 4.8 to 4.9 trucks sold per rooftop. The first quarter of 2016 trailed the first quarter of 2015 by 0.2 of a truck. We expect minor improvements in volume in upcoming months as better weather and lower pricing bolster demand. Looking forward, the late spring and early summer months should see incremental improvements in demand as lower pricing gets some buyers off the fence. The domestic economy is still generally sound, with most macro measures trending incrementally upward. It will be a few months before the uncertainty of presidential election season starts to impact business activity. Thanks for watching. Be sure to read our May Guidelines report and keep up with our commercial vehicle blog, both located at www.nada.com/B2B. See you next month.